Hi, I'm Jeannie, and this is Maribel.
Hi.
We're from ReUse Emporium in Bavoni Center in Bavoni. We are a consignment store which takes in previously loved furniture from clients like you. Yes, you can bring stuff to us to sell, but some of our stuff that comes in needs a little TLC because it is previously loved, which means it's nicked and scarred. But what we do here for clients, you can actually do at home. And for VIHFA, we're showing you how today. Why we chose this piece to do today is A, it's purple, and not everybody likes purple, so we're gonna paint it. But before you can paint it, you gotta fix it and get it ready for painting. The other reason is because of the divots, like Maribel just pointed out. First thing you gotta do though, is you gotta clean it with a dry, clean cloth. It can't have any kind of oils or anything from your home on it. Don't clean it with Windex or anything else, just get a clean cloth. Make sure it's free of any kind of dust and debris. The next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna fill the divots because it's gotta dry a little bit. She's got a putty knife that she's gonna use, and then there's a product that we use, and there's several, but we're using the Mini Wax Wood Filler. She's gonna take a little bit of the wood filler and she's gonna fill in the little piece. It's almost like a spatula that you use at home to do a cake or anything else, but this is specifically for doing furniture. As you can see, she puts enough in it that it fills the little spot. And then she's gonna take what the remainder is off so that it's nice and smooth. Like I said, just like you're icing a cake at home. So now that she's gotten it nice and clean and flat, even surface, it's gonna dry. You put your stuff up, and you always want to remember to put the lid back on because this stuff dries out, okay? It dries pretty quickly. It depends on the filler that you get. The next thing she's gonna do, she had already done a piece before. She's gonna take a grit, well, it's gonna be different, but this one is a Grit 220. It's a fine sandpaper. Basically, you're gonna take it and very lightly sand the area after it's dried. That's very important. You want to make sure it's dried. You notice that she's not going to the one that she just did. It's got to dry, and then you'll use the sandpaper. Okay? The next step is after you've sanded it, you want to make sure, once again, to go back and dry the surface. Clean it up with a nice clean cloth. And now, the next step is painting. We're going to give you an example of the paint that we use. Farmhouse paints. Farmhouse paint makes the job really easy, and people love this stuff because basically all you got to do is exactly what she's doing and clean it. You don't need to prime it. It's a one-step process. She's already poured the paint into a container so that she can work from. What she's using today is a 4-inch roller. Again, you can get these at Home Depot, Sherwin-Williams, any paint store. This makes it a much smoother surface. Now, you could also use a paintbrush. But for this job, we're gonna use both. We're gonna use the paintbrush, which is a 2-inch fine angled paintbrush. She's also gonna start by using the roller. And now she'll demonstrate as to how she's gonna do that. You take a little bit of the paint, and you need to make sure not to get too much. As you'll see, once she starts rolling, it's gonna roll around. She's got enough that she's covering the roller. There you go. And then you just gently start gliding it across your furniture. She's coating the whole thing. And if you decided to, after you finished one piece, you can always do a second coat. It's just a matter of what you want to do with the piece. She's not going to be able to finish the whole top now because remember, we put putty at the end and it's going to take about 30 minutes to dry before you're going to sand it just like we did at that part. She's even going to come with the brush and start doing the angles. As you can see on this piece, it's got some angles on both ends that are a little bit more difficult to get into with that roll brush. So as you'll see what she's going to do, she's going to be able to get in the corners. That gets straight into the corners so that you have a much more even tone. So it's going to take both in a lot of cases. We always recommend that you have on hand a paintbrush and a paint roller. The farmhouse paints dry very fast. So you can see after about 10 minutes, if you did want to go over another time with another coat, you could do it. And don't forget, use your drop cloth. We have this booth here at the store, but a drop cloth to keep your nice clean floors clean is definitely necessary. And there you have it, the finished piece. Divots are gone, colors changed. We went from purple, which was fun, to a beautiful gray that can now be in any contemporary home. Why do we recycle and why do we reuse and why do we repurpose? To keep it out of the landfill. It's good for the environment and it's also good for your bank account, your pocket. Nowadays, that matters more than anything. So, how much did this project cost us? Probably around 50 bucks. That's considering time, material that it's going to take to paint the thing. It's a lot less than what it would have cost to buy this piece. So why do you want to reuse and repurpose? That's why. It's good for the environment too. So all around, we encourage you to do this. We can teach you, we can do it for you here at ReUse Emporium. But we encourage you to start trying it yourself. So thank you so much for your time today. Thank you to VIHFA for coming to film this and teaching and educating the public about these things. We're here for you and anything you need in regards to reusing, we'll help you out.